Hey guys, it's Chesty with Chaz It Up Designs, and I've decided to try to do another crafting video where I show you something and I make it. There will be pauses. I'm still getting used to this, but please bear with me. I have ordered a what's called a camera boom, so I'll be able to do these more. I hope, and they're not just so tiny, because this is literally kind of the space I have to video, and it's challenging to say the least. But hopefully you can see everything that I am doing. So, speaking of which, what we will be doing today is making tags, different size tags. Now, all that you see here, all of these was cut out of essentially, I would say something close to 11 by 17 paper that I took three pieces of paper and glued them together side by side, and then I took my scraps and I keep wanting to say camouflaged it, but oh shoot, what is the right word? Because camouflage is all that's coming to my head now. Decorated it. I covered it up, so there was nothing of the original paper showing. And so what I've decided to do is I'm going to make one, but it's going to be on a smaller scale. And so I've got my book that I'm going to pull from, and I've got my bag of scraps. So let me pull some things out of here and get my pages together, and we will continue momentarily. Okay, I think, yes, we are recording again. Okay, so I have pulled some scraps to help to decorate with, and what I'm going to do is tear them into strips. And what I have done is I have taken 3 pages out of my little book and I have glued them together on the side here. Some people like to have these with straight edges so the rugged is on the outside. Me, I like to have the straight edge on the outside of the paper, but that is just more of a personal preference. So what I'm going to be doing is, for instance, like with this, I am going to just cut in here, if I can get my scissors are going, and come along here. Nothing perfect. And I have probably, yep, I went off camera, sorry. But so I have this cut out, and of course I am going to glue it down wherever, and I'm going to repeat that process with various different things across the way here, like how, and some things I'll leave, like this edge here, just leave it. And some might be bigger where others are smaller, and that type of thing. And just go until the paper is completely filled. Now, due to my work surface and not wanting to make this a completely really long video, I did do smaller book pages. So I wouldn't even begin to be able to tell you what size this is. Might be, say, 5 by 12, maybe 5 by 11, 5 by 10. So I don't know. Don't quote me on my math because I don't know. But so what I am now going to do is I'm going to pause the video again, and I am going to glue some of these down, do some more cut ups, and be back to show you some of the in progress things and probably show you some gluing things down. I don't want to do a too in-depth video at the moment. This is beginners video, and trying. So there will be trials and errors, and I appreciate you sticking through to the end with me. And so I'm going to pause the video again, and I will be back shortly. Okay, guys, so I have taken a minute and I have cut up some scraps from a few random pieces of paper I had. Most of them were just little dictionary pages or small pages that I had already cut off from, and I just continued to do so. So what we're going to do, and I'll probably need more than this, but this is a good starting point. I can do a little bit of gluing and show you what I'm talking about. So let's scoot all of this to the side over here, which I don't think. Yeah, that's. That is about where my camera cuts off a little bit. So just to the edge of the paper here. And we're going to start gluing things down. And I apologize for the mess and fumbling through this whole thing. I appreciate you all bearing with me. I gotta move that over some. There we go. So I'm not accidentally trying to glue cords to my paper. But I love to use 3-in-1 crafting glue. It is typically my go-to. There are a lot of glues that work, but this is the one I have gravitated towards. And sorry about that. About knocked the thing over. So what we're going to do is put some glue on the back here, flip it over, and I know it's literally putting a corner over a corner, but I like doing that sometimes. So there's that, and then you just start building off of that until you complete your camouflage. That's not what it. I cannot look, guys. I cannot think of the correct word to save my life. So we're gonna call it camouflage tonight. We are camouflaging this paper, that is for sure. So if you are watching this and you get to the end and I still have not said the correct word for what I am doing, please make a note in the comments and educate this poor brain of mine. Oh, okay. But so, and I don't know if you can see me putting glue. Might be off camera with what I am currently doing. It's hard to tell, but so I am just gluing things down and overlapping things until all of the space will be covered. That is the goal, and I picked things up at random just to have a quick little video for you guys. This is what me and my mom have been doing the past few days, and it's so much fun. And you can do as small or as big of pieces of paper as you want when you're putting this together. And I thought by going with smaller paper, I would actually use like bigger groupings. As you can see, I am not. So far anyway, I am not doing that. But this is just going with it, going with the flow, grabbing and cutting out from little scraps that I had that I wasn't planning on utilizing, or like they were just whatever for. And of course I like overlaying and overlapping things and doing that type of stuff. And a tip with 3-in-1 glue is don't, even with just the bare amount that I have had it just sitting out and open, it has decided that it wants to run off like crazy on me. So you've got to be careful with that, because it will, if you leave the top off of this thing, it'll just, it's like it's found, I don't know if pressurized is the right word for it, but if the top's off, it's like, oh, there's oxygen, there's a hole, let's go. And this will just ooze the glue out until like the bottle is completely empty and all over your work surface. So in between, when you're gluing, even if you're gluing fairly often still, just slide the cap on. You don't have to twist it all the way, just slide it on. You will be very thankful later on that you did that. Okay, so here we go. I did actually leave a bigger piece intact. And I hope y'all are all having a good day and enjoying this video, listening to me ramble. I mean, I must say, to do these videos, you've got to like to hear yourself talk and hold on to your hats, but I like to hear myself talk sometimes. Granted, anyone who really knows me is like, oh, yeah, well, I could have told you that. So, yep. So, yep, just piddling around, playing, having fun with it. And just gluing. There we go. Alright, so y'all don't need to see me fill this whole page up completely. So I'm going to pause the video again and get this fully decked out, and then I'll show you where we go from there. Okay, hold on. Okay guys, I had an aha moment. Well, okay, this is for me an aha moment. I remembered what these things are actually called. They are collages. When you are collaging multiple people, Lord have mercy, multiple pieces of paper together, and so that is what I am creating here tonight, is a collage that we will then cut up into tags. And if you get a collage together and you decide, well, I like it just the way it is, kind of like I did, let's see if I can get this really quick, like I did with this one. This is a collage that I put together, and I think I've did a daily positive post on this. But yeah, I just collaged it together, and then I didn't want to cut it up, so I just left it as it was, and I'm planning on making me a book of just collages. But this is also fun, doing this, making collages and then cutting them up to make tags. So, and there's different ways to do them. You can do them kind of like patchwork quilts. I call them patchwork quilts, but you can just cut out specifically just strips of fabric to where it's just going vertical or horizontal all the way across the page. I did a vertical one with my mom, and it turned out really cool. I showed that in the daily positive post yesterday, actually, which by the time this is coming out, it'll probably be Monday, January 3rd. So the positive post I am referring to is from Friday Saturday, just the 1st. Lord have mercy, all my days are running together. So yeah, okay. So I will keep working on this this for you, and I will be back shortly when we've got it all together. Okay. Okay, guys. I am back, and we have this page completely collaged. So I'm gonna flip it over on the back. So this is what we sort of started with: 3 pieces of paper, and took some scraps, and voila! This is the collaged. See if you see that fits better that way. Finished product. So this is an example of what these were before I cut them up. See, you can see where those actually came together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip. Okay, before I do that, there are some times where there might be a set area that you want your tag to be, or your belly band, like this. I might want this to become a pocket. Yeah, I think I will make that a pocket. And this, let's see, which one? Yep, this one. So this is one that when it was all together, I was like, I liked how all of these laid up, so I wanted to keep this section together. And ironically, it was in the middle of the page, so it divided like the page up, and so I had this in the middle, and then I traced, I used, come out here, this as my template. Yeah, it's a little, you can buy little tags, decorative tags from Hobby Lobby, where I happen to get this from. And this is the cover of it, and I've been using it to make long tags and fold it over to make short tags. And then, of course, if I have a pre-made tag, then I can just trace this one if I want to here. So this is kind of the scale. So what I might do is, okay, like I mentioned before, I want this right here to be a pocket. So I will cut that out, and then I'm going to make the rest of these into tags. I might, see, I think I'm running off the edge of the camera here a little bit. Okay, I might have this be a belly band. Something like here, maybe? I don't know. But I'm going to trace everything on the back side, make lines through here, and that's and then I'll cut them up, and we'll see the final results. I will I will trace the templates, right, using this as a template on the back, and then I'll show you how that looks before I go and cut everything up. Okay, be right back. Okay guys, I have taken the little tag template and traced it out on the back here. You can see this is where I'm going to cut this out because I want to leave this as a pocket. And then I've created a couple of belly bands here and here. And of course, I can't draw a straight line, so these are probably not going to be rimrod straight, and that's okay. My favorite quote so far that I have heard other YouTubers say, especially Pam at the Paper Outpost, would highly recommend her videos for crafting. Create with reckless abandonment. So that was part of this whole collage scenario. It's like I grabbed a piece of paper, I cut, and I just played around. Where it landed, and I didn't think too hard about it. So that's the goal with these, and to me I'm one or the other. I want it very precise and very accurate, or I want it completely hodgepodged. It's very one way or the other a lot of times. So I'm working around that. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut these out, and these little triangle like pieces here, I will save that. I have a little box. Yes, I was in college. I was part of Sigma Alpha Iota. But right, and so this was my pin box from initiation, and I keep my little scraps and little pins and stuff in here now. And for those of you who don't know, SAI is a singing fraternity. But no, you do not want me to sing. I sing in groups. I do not do solos. So, but so I will add these to that collection, which I can then add to a page that I'm decorating for whatever. So I am going to go and cut these out, and I will show you the final results, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, hang on one more time. Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. So I cut out all my little tags from my paper, and these are some of the big ones that came out of it, and then did some small ones. These are 2 belly bands that I'm going to utilize, and then some smaller tags. And then this is the pocket that I mentioned I was going to use. I don't know if I'm going to do it this direction or this direction yet. It also depends on the size of my page I'm applying it to. But so see how, like, if I can pick it up, it's neat. And then somebody asks you, well, how did you do that? You'd be like, all right. Oh. Say like, oh, I made that. Sorry. I camouflaged. Here I go again. Collaged using book pages, and then cut tags out of them. Ooh, I really like this. And then you decorate the back however you want to. You can just put little writing spots on it, or if there's a particular paper that you want to add to complement it, I might see if I can find a gold one to go on the back of these, and add stamps or whatever you like. And then you can also decorate the front too. I know some people are like, but isn't this already decorated? It can be. It's whatever your heart desires. Some of these I will leave as they are, and then some of them I will add stickers to and different things, just because I feel like it's missing a little something. Like this one, I feel like I need to add something in the middle here. Maybe a flower. Add a little flower to the center of that. Who knows? But so this has been an artist session, and we made tags out of book pages. So sort of like the steps. You get 3 book pages of you can all the same size. You can do them as large or as small, depending on what size book that you have that you're pulling from. You can also use just plain computer paper if that's all you have. I was just trying to utilize some of my some books that I'm going to be using the pages out of specifically for junk journaling, and this is what came out of it. Yep. So I hope y'all enjoyed this and it wasn't too disorienting or too broken up. I kind of had to, so the angle that I had my phone, I could barely see to press the pause button, and I could tell that it was recording, and I could see where like my range was, where I could display, but that was about it. So I do promise these will get better. So I appreciate, I've been wanting to do an artist video for a while, but things have been really crazy. And then of course, that is my desk, or at least part of my desk. I'm not going to show you the other end because it's too embarrassing. But so yes, I appreciate you sticking out to the end, and I hope this was fun to watch, and you got a lot of cool ideas to go forth and create, and hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.